Yeah, it's definitely been a while since I've played on this account, and the reason for that is procrastination. I don't log in to this account when unless I'm actually like recording a video, so that's why I only have 6 days logged in. On the other hand, if I log in tomorrow, I'm guaranteed to get that blue firecracker pistol that I've been ever so excited for no reason when I was on day 5. Yeah, we're not working with a whole lot actually. To think that I logged out of my main account to go here is insane to me. Still don't have defenders. I think that's this mission. Or no, rescue the survivors. Yeah, so this is build off. Complete the constructor build off mission. No, we're not doing this in public. No way.
Today, on the field
Oh,
of battle,
oh, yeah.
lifelong
I
rivals
actually kind of forgot.
and
I kind of remember this mission's
I am
dialogue.
so sorry, Pen. I had no idea we were lifelong rivals.
we're not. Face off in a
I
building
had no idea
competition
we were
unlike
lifelong rivals.
anything we've
We're
seen
not.
in home base history. The prize? A powerful building upgrade known only as level 2 walls. And the
Oh
title
yeah,
to
I
our
actually just
home
remembered. I
base's
do get
next
level 2 upgrade
building.
walls from this.
After giving that some
That's very
thought,
useful for
I'd say
defense.
that's Harper. Ah, fine. Then the competition for second place begins now. Today, we return to the site of our first successful survivor rescue.
Oh, yeah! I thought this place looked familiar.
To pit Kyle and Penny against each other in a battle of building brawn and architectural ability.
I've been actually just kind of being quiet because I wanted to listen to the dialogue.
By which I mean head to the location marked on your mini-map. Then, build.
Yeah, I'll do that later. So actually, just for a bit of context for new players and or anyone who's just not familiar with this, as referenced in the dialogue, this is the site of their first survivor rescue. And while you don't see this in the game, this was actually part of the Save the World cinematic trailer, which is probably the coolest trailer this game has ever had, and I kind of stand by that. I mean, they even have retractable floor spikes that are not correctly textured and are just built into the floor. And the Durr Burger that they used, that was on the roof of the building there. Kind of surprised I was actually able to climb all the way up here. Man, it's been a long time since I've been in this mission. Anyway, so I guess let's get on with the building process here. Actually, I'm surprisingly in a good position with material. Oh, good. They will be able to change directions during combat.
According to our data, once the storm kicks off, we'll be dealing with a two-front attack. One from
No
the
way, a
east,
two-front attack.
one from the west.
No way, east and west.
Why don't you start us off?
Way ahead of you. Here's
Oh,
our
geez, this is way more complicated than I built. I don't even remember I don't even know if there's actually context to why Ray wanted to make Kyle and Penny fight like this. I mean, at this point, just like give them just random like weapons and then have them like gladiator style fight to the death. That would actually be kind of amusing to watch, I feel like.
looking good. Love the technique.
Just because I do feel like
Flex on your team and bury you in
Ray,
flame
Kyle didn't say that.
tattoos.
Kyle said that.
Uh-huh.
Using those words.
Uh-huh.
He might be sick. Can you check on him?
That's not intentional. Just because I do want to mention this for new players. These kinds of structures you will actually have to you will have to pre-edit them like this. I noticed a lot of players try to place ramps like this, and for some reason the game specifically requires you to do a pre-edited pyramid. Not as if there's an actual difference. I believe they are the same in terms of health. If I mean, if not, then maybe I'm wrong about that, but I don't remember there being a difference. That's not an intentional piece. Go ahead and destroy this. I should also mention I'm using a different mouse, which is slightly larger and also slightly heavier than the one that I already had. And so if I'm kind of like doing things weirdly, it's kind of because it's heavier than what I'm used to, and it's kind of throwing me off a bit.
Ready?
But I'm trying to get
See
used to
what
it.
you got.
Let's move on to the west. Okay, Penny, walk
Oh,
us through your plans here.
actually, to be honest, I
Today,
like
I thought I'd
this.
do something of a deconstructed house. Walls, floors,
Deconstructed
all the
house.
elements you know and love as a house, but recontextualized in a
I don't
combat
know why I'm doing
setting.
this entirely out of wood.
Ah, very
That
bold
that feels a
approach.
bit unwise for the fact that I don't know. I feel like I should not be using only wood. So how about this? I'll do these pieces that probably will never get hits in brick. I'll do this one in brick as well, and that can also be brick. That as well,
Nice
I
work.
guess.
The rest is up to you. Add any traps or additional defenses you want,
Oh,
and start the
traps.
Atlas
Perfect.
whenever you're ready.
It'll be a miracle if I can actually afford as much as I want. So first of all, this is actually terrible design. Um, well, I think I kind of said something that I liked this. I didn't realize it literally leaves this open. Yeah, this is terrible. And it's actually just one of the points that this game does not teach very well. Um, at no point ever should you really be leaving your objective exposed like this, unless there's no way the enemies can reach it. Considering they're going to be coming from the west like this, they will be able to just walk in here, and we don't actually want them to do that. So let's go ahead and solve that. And see, this ramp's useless now. Can I actually get rid of it? Will the game deny it? Oh, no, it'll just let me do it. That's good. I don't really want it. I actually want that kind of like that, and I don't even need that one. I'm just completely altering the suggested design here. And let's see. God, it's gonna be a miracle if I can afford how I would want to do this. Well, I need more duct tape for sure. I intend on using way too many floor spikes. I think I can craft some wall darts. Why'd you do that? Not cool. Like I was saying, I think I can afford some wall darts, some wall dynamos, so I think that's going to be useful. Actually, you know what would make more sense? I'm gonna actually have that open and maybe get rid of this. I've just gone on to completely just change the original design here. I just thought about that. This isn't even the same design that was originally used here. That's fine. I think I can afford those two. I can't afford more than 3 gas traps, so that's a little alarming. Says a lot about my lack of farming, doesn't it? Oh, I'm out of planks. I kind of figured that would be the case. I need to stop doing that. And since I'm out of planks, farming that car won't help, but I'm also low on ammo, because what am I not low on? Okay, you know, I got lots of ammo for the weapons that I'm not using. So how about I just switch weapons to something that doesn't use medium ammo preferably? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go off on a, okay, that was not cool. I think I'm just gonna go off on a mini adventure to go farm and see if I can get anything that'll benefit me here. Actually, now that I think about it, can't I just craft more medium ammo? Because I'm not low on any of this stuff. I'd say more like that much. That's how much? 240. That's not bad. We can make it work. The trick here is that I want to see if I can get myself enough traps to hopefully not have to do a lot of the damage by myself.
Let's see.
These are not my keybinds. That's why I'm screwing up. I'm still too lazy to change that. I've had every opportunity to change that and become more comfortable with using my own keybinds on this account, but yet I'm still choosing not to after all this time. It's so unreasonable. Wasn't expecting to find 3 quartz in this one cave. That's surprisingly good for some reason. There are a lot of trees out here, so I'm just gonna farm and kind of time lapse everything. Bit of bacon, that's really good. Oh, sweet, a sound ball. Um, well, as I've probably just time lapsed there, I have taken some time off to the side to farm a bunch of resources, and I think that might be a bit better. I do still feel like I need a lot more planks than 30, but I also did just double my bacon while farming there, so that's also really good. In terms of this build, I think the only other thing I need to do is... Do I actually want to do wall darts here? That might not even be necessary. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't know why, but I thought I heard propane. I think that was just my board digging up these resources that I'll take. Man, if only I had those ceiling zappers still, because for those who don't know, ceiling zappers actually are the only ceiling trap that I'm aware of that can actually hit through ramps like this. So if I had a ceiling zapper on that tile up there, it would actually damage enemies. But oh well, we have a gas trap there. This side should be fine. I kind of would like to have... Actually, yeah, I'm going to do it. 2 more wall dynamos, and I'm going to place them along here, mostly just because, as far as I'm aware,
Two talented constructors, two unique builds, and
as
one
far as I'm aware, the wooden floor spikes might not be slowing down enemies the way they're supposed to.
win. Nice work. Add blue glow to the atlas.
Okay, congratulations, Ray. I still have to do this side, so I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to get a bit cheap, and I'm going to see if I can... Actually, where are enemies exactly coming from on this side? That seems like it would be very important to triple check. Maybe clear out a lot of the things in their path. Resources and just preventing them from getting distracted. I'll take those. You're on your own, pal. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest person. Survivors in need of help, and I'm just like, you're on your own. This is the reason why nobody should trust me for literally anything. I'm thinking this would be a good opening point, maybe. Maybe close that.
Nope.
I'm overthinking this by a lot, I'm pretty sure. Place the sound wall there. And then... Much as I would love to have some broadsides to line all these walls with, at least all these ones that are facing each other, because that would be really good. I actually don't have broadsides, and I'm too lazy to go through the process of getting myself some broadsides for it. I do want to see, actually, what does the survivor give if rescued?
Eyes on target.
Game won't show me. Okay, that's fine. I'll just rescue the survivor. There's a flame drill. I'll be sure to use that. Since Rescue Trooper Ramirez does have a buff with assault rifles and SMGs, I think that should be... I should be focusing on this weapon more than the melee. Okay, there's nothing back there. Oh no, there's a hole in the floor. That's something, I guess. Not the something that I was hoping for.
You're the best. You saved my life.
Okay, sweet. Flanks, nuts and bolts. That's good. I was actually in a way kind of hoping traps, but I also saw I just tried to open my hoverboard. There's a chest up there. I'm gonna grab that, and then I know there's an anomaly. I think back in the area that I was farming. So it's like back up there. I want to go check that out as well. Oh, sweet. Those are traps. And actually, before I go and do anything, this is bacon. And how much? 3. That's perfect. The only reason why I'm actually caring right now about the bacon thing is because that's the only thing that's holding me back from crafting a lot of gas traps. And I would love to be able to craft a lot more, especially later in the game. Whoa, wait. 2 chests on one. Okay, that has to be intentional for this zone. I've never seen that before, I feel like. Okay, anomaly. All I have to do is go and grab these shards. Since the game wants to make this difficult for me, I'm not going to even bother. Going to do this my way. As I do everything my way. Doesn't mean it works well, just... I don't know. I just seem to always find the ways to do things in the least efficiently and effectively. So that's why I've modified this build so much from what it was initially. So now with that anomaly done, I've got 4 more blue glow, which I probably don't really need. And a whole bunch of traps. That's just perfect, actually. And there's a ceiling zapper in here. So I may as well go and use that one. That's the reason why I was on my eye out for the survivor potentially having trap. Just because a bunch of traps like that, and it's a pretty big benefit in my opinion. Go and place that there, and then now that I think about it, how about a wall there? Because hopefully what I'm thinking this would do is make these husks go and kind of divide them between the left and right side, or at the very least have them mostly funneling this side. What did you drop over here? Okay, that's nice. 2 different flame drills. I've got a floor launcher now. It didn't occur to me that I was gonna have one. Do have a wall launcher as well now. 2 anti-airs, which I'm probably gonna hold on to for now, because I might end up using them in my home base instead. Let's place a flame drill there. I want to cover that, and I'll cover that as well. Power 4 gas trap there, my power 9 one can go here. Since I do have this wall launcher, how about right there? And to be honest, that can go there. Then I will probably recycle those 2. And yeah, now I think I'm beyond ready. Either beyond ready or beyond unprepared. Let's find out.
You got this, Commander.
Oh, I'll take these. Okay, so they're not actually... Oh no, they are coming from this side, but how far away are they? Oh geez, if I knew they were that far, I would have planned something else. How about this? Die. 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 It's new mouse, new DPI, it's actually kind of screwing with me now. Oh, I didn't mean to do double walls, don't mind that. Place that one there. And kind of just place this because it's kind of just spawn trapping them. I do need to check on the other side because I hope they're not damaging it too badly. But I think the traps are handling it just fine. Man, if I knew I was gonna have a floor launcher, I would have placed it beneath this ramp here. Let's go see the other side now, just curious. I put a window here so I can at least just watch, and maybe it'll benefit me later. Okay, it sounds like something that is just breaking or getting attacked, and I don't want it to. Said no. Something just broke, and it sounded like brick, so it's probably on this side. And I actually have no idea what it was. I'll take these at least. We do a little thing like that. No roof, just because if I place a roof, I'm gonna want to use a roof trap as well. I don't have any left. Two minutes and 50 seconds left. Haven't really had any trouble with anything aside from enemies trying to attack this wall for no apparent reason. I can solve it right now, it's just not really worth it. Minute left, only a little bit of trouble with enemies attacking spots that I don't want them to, but I also kind of, despite putting effort into this build, also did not prepare for everything. I prepared just kind of on the cheap side, because I can't afford anything. I was going to shoot that husk, but he's just looking for brick. I'll leave him do his own thing. Kind of forgot I have grenades as my hero ability. I think it's because I've been playing Constructor so much on this account, and I'm not really using Bull Rush. Or whatever, or no, it is Bull Rush that Kyle has. And I only remember that because of how many things in the last video I literally could not Bull Rush through. I'm not sure if it gets stronger as you get like a higher power level, but I literally could not go through simple walls with Bull Rush. So with this last couple seconds, I'm just gonna search a bunch of things over here. Defense went well. I think I've done way more than I have to for this side, which is probably the reason why I never have enough to afford anything, because I'm always putting too much in the wrong spots. But this build off completed. I was really rushing to go grab those. As for mission rewards, level 3 loot with Battle Royale XP that I probably shouldn't even talk about anymore. Schematic XP, Survivor XP, Gold. Mostly Battle Pass XP. That's sad. The build off was a tie.
Sure about it, but I think I may have won on points.
It's a tie.
He's right.
It's a tie. That was the plan all along. That way everyone can unlock level 2 walls.
Oh, now I get it. Being fair. Okay, thanks, Ray, for being fair. Now we've got 3 more copper ore and another rotating gizmo. I can also now upgrade to level 2 structures.
Extracurriculars, little robot.
And I got another slot for a hero support team.
Stage 4 mesocyclonic storm system with elevated mutagenic mist activity.
So now I'm curious,
It appears to have gone rogue.
is it implying that I must do both of these? Or is this a case where I can just not do them?
Does that make a lick of sense to you?
No.
Well, the game's saying that my main quest is rescue the survivors. But then these are also like really simple things that I wish I could just do at the same time, because I could get because I could literally get rescue the survivors and these two done in one mission. But see, that's not a thing that Epic would let me do. Anyway, as I have another hero support slot, that's nice. I don't know what I can actually put in here. I can't put anything in here because I don't have enough heroes to even use it. Nice. That is so nice. Thanks, Epic. Oh man, this would be nice. Yeah, no, this would be really nice. The only problem is that I can't afford it. I do have daily quests though, right? Oh yes, I have plenty. Um, mission specialist soldier, mission specialist any hero. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna play soldier 2 more times. Yeah, that's it for this video. That was the constructor build off. I think next I'm going to go for rescue the survivors. And if possible, I'm probably going to put these two aside and just... They're not even exciting missions, so I might just do them on my own. Or it'll just be kind of its own separate thing. I'm really not sure. Next video, I want to do rescue the survivors, and from that onwards. And to be completely honest, as I have kind of thought about it, being on the now on the end of quest page 3 of 8, there's no way I'm finishing the Stonewood campaign before the end of April. Today's the 25th, and the llama sound won't stop playing. I should actually mention this because I forgot to. If you have not watched the previous parts of this series, it would be highly recommended. Otherwise, you're missing kind of context and some stuff about my general game progression. If you don't care, that's fine. Just kind of makes sense story-wise. Oh, sweet. After Defense 4, I get team perks.